Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Sharon from Miniverse, and today I'm making a garden or park bench for my Barbie dolls, suitable for all 1/6 scale dolls like Barbie, Cindy, Bratz. So I start out by getting a piece of cardboard. This is quite thick corrugated board, and I sketch out what I want the end piece of my bench to look like. So the two ends are going to be the supporting part of the bench. And I bear in mind the size of the doll in the sitting position, where I want the bench to come down to and where I want the seat part to be. When you're happy with the sketch, now it's time to cut it out. Bear in mind that these craft knives, if you're using one, are sharp. Protect your surface and protect your hands. So when it's cut out, it should look something like this, and I cut 3 out. I'm going to stack 3 on top of each other to make them extra strong. I need them to be nice and sturdy and thick and stable. So I'm going to hot glue them together. Make sure they're nicely aligned, and whenever they're dry, I take a nail file to the edge of mine to make sure the edges are nice and aligned and flat and smooth. So just take some time going around with the nail file, and then I'm covering with a wood grain paper. This is a scrapbook paper that I'm using. If you don't have scrapbook paper, I do have wood grain paper available on my blog to download as a printable. So if you stick to the end of the video, I'll show you how to get those. So I go ahead and use my glue stick. Be very generous with the glue. And I stick it on to the wood grain paper, leaving plenty around the outside to fold over so that both sides are covered. So I just took my time doing this. It did take me a while, and I got it covered eventually, and I put a strip down the front here to cover any joins, and then I went back, started all over again, and made another one. So I have the two ends of my bench ready. And then I've also cut out some rectangles from cardboard. These measure just over 6 inches. Yeah, it's about a 6 1/4 inch by 1 inch thick. And for each rung, I'm going to double them up for strength and stability again. So I'm just stacking 2 on top of each other here, making sure they're lined up, giving it a bit of a file again at the edge, and going ahead and covering again with the same wood grain paper. I also cut out another rectangle, but when I was drawing it, I drew a triangular edge at the top of it, as you can see here for my top piece of the back of the bench. You don't have to do that, but I just wanted it to look a bit different. So I've covered that, and I've also cut and covered 4 other rectangular pieces. I've also cut and covered these shorter pieces to support the seat part. These measure 2 inches by 1 inch. So to assemble a seat, I'm going to start by laying out 2 of my long rectangles beside each other, and I'm going to start putting these shorter supportive pieces on. So this is going to be the seat part of the bench. So these shorter supportive pieces, I'm going to put 1 at each end and 1 in the middle, and these are going to be underneath the seat part. So once that's dry, I'm going to decide where I want it to go on the side of my chair and use plenty of hot glue and stick it onto their first side. Hold it in place for a few minutes until it dries, and then we can go ahead and stick the other side on. To put the other planks on, I started with the top piece on the back, and then I was able to try and evenly space out my remaining 2 pieces for the back of the chair. Give everything some good drying time to make sure that it's nice and strong, and then we're going to try our Barbie doll, and it's a really good fit for her, and she can fit at least one friend beside her there to have a chat in the park or in the garden. So now our dolls have somewhere to sit when they're outside, and these two are having a good catch up. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do want to avail of any of the printables from my blog, stick to the end of the video and I'll put a graphic up showing you how to get those. So if you could do all the usual, giving me a thumbs up, leaving me a comment or emoji below, and don't forget to subscribe, that would be absolutely amazing. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!